Kumusta naman kayo? Medyo natagal ng onti yung ating tech doon nga sa side ng mga players. Kami wala na. We are out of control kung ano man mangyayari dito. But eventually, after an hour, naayos nila yung whatever tech problem that they've had now. Hopefully, both teams are okay with it. Wala pa naman momentum yung mga tao dito sa server. So, not much gained, not much lost from both sides. So, yeah, Astralis standard 3-2 defense, dalawa dito sa A. And if they can catch this apartments player, baka makakuha sila ng advantage. But yeah, I mean, standard banana control para dito sa side ng Fiend, pero hindi nila i-decide i-push itong banana. They still have to take itong mid kung gusto nila pumunta ng A, but they go back knowing na walang Astralis resistance masyado dito. But Bob's keep picking up that extra smoke dito sa may CT. May gap sa left ng onte, so maybe may opportunity dito ang Fiend na makapasok dito sa site with that gap. Pero Zipix with the Deagle, he's gonna go close. Dapat lang. He should really go close with it, pero extra smoke na lang para makover yung left side gap dito. And let's see, Astralis, are you gonna adjust enough in time? Mukhang si Magisk magro-rotate na dito. You better use your off angles carefully. Merong flash dito si Bobski. P250 ng malapitan. Mahirap to para sa side nila. And they have to time these flashes correctly, especially dito kay Bobski. Tatapon niya na yung flash pulag. Lahat ng members dito, including ang member na nandito nasa site. Zipex, sinagamit niya yung pillar for cover, pero hindi kagana para sa kanya. Red Star, gonna get that AK kill kay Zipex. A spray through the smoke, kagana dito para kay Victor. And Astralis losing so many members early on. Si Bubble, 4 HP na lang. Does not fall to the P250, and I think Astralis, all you can do is do damage na lang dito, recover yung mga nades na extra na nagland dito sa CT and Fiend. Getting this second round, and Astralis, I mean, you have Deagles and nag-set dito yung Fiend all the way in na sila sa site, and Zip not holding the best angle to prevent a banana push, but Fiend, really good set galing sa kanila.
Fiend, napaka-importante ng previous round na yun sa Astralis, pero they denied it come in from their force. And Astralis will be saving dahil nga naka-armor sila. And that's it. Most likely next round, di pa siguro bibili itong Astralis. Unless if pwede na, possible na kaya. Pero mukhang 50-50 pa kung paano sila gagalaw ngayon. But looking at it, di sila na biktima ng Astralis. And speaking of, Fiend is really starting it well. Ayan, wala talaga. Maliit pa rin yung loss bonus ng Astralis. So they're gonna be having their, mga USPs plus at least digs coming in from, of course, Lucky Dupina and Bobski na nakapag-save nga on the previous round itself. Pero uy, maganda yung info na makuha ni Lucky. Alam niya lahat sila magkakasama sa banana, but they will be backing off.
And yeah, tuloy pa ba NSG2? Yes. Unfortunately, para kanila Echo, they're gonna have to sleep a bit late because the delay on this first game. But I digress. Ito na nga tayo sa B site. Lucky with the Deagle. Kaya na ba i-replicate si Happy dito with that peak? And mag-peak na nga siya. He only gets the tag. 4 HP na tag dito kay Bubble, but nothing else. Dupree, nakuha niya na yung boost, pero na-discover dito ni Red Star, and he's gonna start spraying dito sa my CT. Zipex getting one. Bubble lang ang nawala dito para sa side ng Fiend. But other than that, mukhang magpa-plant na lang sila dito sa site. Astralis, yeah, stuck outside. I mean, wala silang barrel. What can you do? Deagles, you can do some damage, pero pwede ka lang magtanggal ng mga rifles dito. No kit as well. And let's see, can they shave off much more? Galing dito sa side ng Fiend, pero yun na nga ang peak dito ni Zipet. He peaked all the way in. Oh, Bobski with a really good attempt on that white peak, pero 3-1. Fiend getting that early momentum going, pero Astralis, meron kayong chance na makabawi dito sa next round as you do have the weaponry that you need. Maybe may AWP na dito si Lucky. Maybe he can get some early picks dito kasi Astralis so far, when they're up against a 5-man push dito sa Inferno and hindi naka-rotate yung player in time, and not just that, kung naka-rotate yung player in time, they still could not handle yung pagpasok dito ng Fiend, but we don't know if it's actually gonna work with guns. First countdown pa lang to ng Astralis, and let's see, can they push the issue dito sa mid? Tamang nade lang, nabawasan dito si Bubble. And yeah, back to default ng Astralis dito.
Hirap kapag magpapaka-aggressive pa yung Astralis, alanganin sila. But even if may mga spams all over mid, nakapasok na kagad ng apps si Red Star together with Dreamer. That's pretty big. Take control of apps, and that might be a big possibility for them to go into A. Pero if Magis could be pick off ng Fiend, it's gonna be crucial sa side ng Astralis. But they're just be playing it safely. Mahirap na kapag ikaw ang sariling mahuhuli ngayon ng Fiend this time around. And looks like they're gonna be committing to A site na.
Smoke just to get themselves a little bit of space dito sa may A site. Pero meron pa rin tatlong Astralis members. And I think mag-a-attempt pa rin sila for a banana take dito para ma-confuse man lang kung saan sila pupunta talaga. But the Moto Smoke is incoming, is gonna block the vision of Lucky. Pero itutulak niya ba to ng paharap?
Oh!
Really good boost, kaso na-discover agad dito si Dupree. It was a good, good intention, good play sana yun para sa side ng Astralis, but di nila alam meron na palang tao dito na nasa harap. And I think if he was any closer, itong si Bubble, he would have just died doon sa boost. Pero Bobski trying to defend itong B site, but it's of no use. Astralis losing another round, and Fiend really good at taking control at both sides of the map. Medyo confusing Astralis dito, but that pick kay Dupree really weakened their defense dito sa map.
Sayang eh. Alam mo naman, timing hits off eh. Kapag it's CS, the CS magic we have is that if you get the perfect timing, sa'yo talaga yon kahit anong mangyari. But looks like the guys of Fiend, they don't want Astralis to actually save at all. And speaking of Dreamers, spots out Magisk. We only have Lucky. Pero di na nila pupuntahan to. You're just expecting that it's just Magisk na natitira. Pero marinig niya. Okay, it's gonna be backing off. And that's it. 3-round lead here by Fiend. And it's really working sa kanila. Ganda ng pabor na ngayon sa Fiend. But it's Inferno. But once again, Astralis, pagdating sa city nila, medyo ang dami pa nilang mishaps again. It's a ever-changing pole here in Inferno.
Yeah, and especially itong Inferno, the favorite map para dito sa Fiend, except nga dun sa Mirage. I think they would have preferred the Mirage map. Kaso pinan nga ng Astralis. Really smart move from Sonic, not gonna lie. And they're just gonna have to settle this in Inferno. Bobski with a Mag 7 dito sa may B site. And if may magpupush dito sa side ng Fiend, then it could be a little bit of trouble. Kaso Bobski, he's gonna have to back off dito sa may site. He's getting naded out of his position. Isang nade na lang, patay na siya dito. And that's gonna be a Mag 7 dropped. But Astralis is focusing itong A site. Apat silang nakastack dito. And Bobski, chill pa rin dito sa B.
Ano lang yung Fiend, sobrang careful lang sila. If they already get the guys of Astralis sa mga default na positioning nila, then it's gonna be working for them. Kaso, may isang minuto pa naman before they can finally decide on where they will be committing. But most likely, based on their strategies, they want to take over here in Banana. Tapos, mag-set up na sila. And speaking of, that is what's gonna be happening.
Setting up para dito sa B site. And tignan natin. Smokes, molotovs, everything para sa side ng Fiends. That's gonna be the entry. Pero Lucky, first kill, good news para dito sa Astralis, and he's gonna get Red Star as well. Bobski nasa loob ng smoke with that Mag 7. Pwede siya makakuha ng last on play. If makuha na si Dreamer, that would have been a miracle. Pero Harn, sadyang naandun lang si Bobski na nag-spam siya para dito sa City, and he got the player in the smoke. Dreamer though, very low, 20 HP. Possibility for Astralis retake is really high, and Lucky's gonna go for the push. Wallbang na si Bubble. Bomb is gonna go down. Harn na lang natitira, and he's gonna try to live. Pushing itong dalawang miyembro ng Astralis, and Astralis fighting back with that really good retake. And they're not out just yet. Onting streak para dito sa Fiend, pero Astralis, that double kill galing kay Lucky dito sa my city is exactly what they needed.
Plus, it's although may mga may save lang, but most likely it's just an eco round sa side ng disguise, tapos hindi pa nila talagang makukuha. But, tingnan mo, nagko-complain na siya eh. At tawa pa sila, nakuha pala yun? Hindi ko ina-expect but it's just how the Astralis magic works. versus the Fiend so far. And finally, 2-4 na ang score, and Lucky with that up. Let's see if he'll be able to pin down pin down at least one from Fiend. Kaso, how will this game choose? Sa naman ng Fiend, makakapag-force din ngayon si Harn with that up. It's gonna be depending on the positionings that they have for those holds.
And Lucky having this AWP early on is a really big factor kung paano mananalo dito ang Astralis, because if he gets a 5v4 going, then good news yan para sa Astralis. Pero it's not just that. His anchor opping is something to see as well para dito kay Lucky. Pero Astralis, classic Astralis nades na naman nakikita natin dito, and they're gonna try to retake Banana Fiend. Si Zipex lang naman ang nawalan ng madaming utility dito, as well as Bobski, but they have control ng Banana dito, and if Zip can show presence dito sa my car area, then maybe they can do a 2-person play dito sa B. And mukhang Fiend, they're not even gonna touch Banana at all. And they're just gonna set this A site. Tignan natin, makukuha ba nila ang round na to against the AWP of Lucky. He is playing oh so close dito sa may border. Pag nagpika akin ka, nope, never mind. He actually misses by a fraction of a second. Sakto lang yung cross dito ni Red Star. Flash play ay lalabas dito. O yun na nga, Red Star naspatan dito sa corner. Dupree with a really good push. Wala pang punish galing sa side ng Fiend. Really good Molotov reaction galing sa Astralis, and they blocked out Fiend sa pagkuha ng ace site, pero irarush na lang nila to. Why not? Dupree na andito sa may dark, nakakuha na siya ng isa, and so much damage given para dito sa Fiend. Hindi sila makakapasok ng site na scot-free. And Harn, nakuha niya yung kill dito kay Bobski. This could cause a rotation. Papunta na agad dito sa B site, knowing na lahat ng Astralis are probably there, pero Zipix with a really good rotation. Kailangan niya lang gawin dito is to prevent that plant from happening, and if he can do that, then perfecto na yan para sa kanya. And Victor gonna try to do that exactly, but he's gonna get caught out. Zip with a good rotate dito sa B, and buti na lang nabasa ng Astralis ang rotation dito ng Fiend, and Astralis get another one on the board. This might be the streak na pwedeng simulan ng Astralis.
Buti na lang si Dupree. Pinush na yun. Buti nagpaka-maasim siya. Tapos, Lucky was able to pin down against one on that cross itself, punta nga B site. And if that didn't work, and Lucky will actually misses that shot, then we're gonna be seeing Team Fiend nga kagad na meron na silang advantage. But right now, they will be timeouting. Wow! Early round timeout. So, interesting that they do this. Pero siguro kailangan na pag-isapan how we'll get Lucky para na tayo pupunta ngayon sa B, if wala pa rin kagad ang nangyayari sa side ng team. Pero nga lang, sobrang dikit ito It's just gonna be about the utilities na gagamitin ng both of the teams. But kung mas lamang yung Astralis sa utilities, kapag may tatapon na ng maganda, papadali lang nila ng Fiend, then Astralis might be winning this against the Fiend.
Ito na yung opportunity ng Astralis para mabawasan ang economy dito ng Fiend, but Fiend with a really fast apartments control dito. So, you're lucky. Buti na lang nag-back off ka, kasi if you held that angle any longer, you're gonna get taken over dito sa my A site. But the amount of people galing dito sa Fiend na naandito na sa A is actually really dangerous. Nade, Red Star gonna force to back off a bit. Onting information lang para sa mga side players natin, pero babalik sa B itong si Bobski, pero sakto ba yung rotate niya? Bubble down to 48. Nades are gonna start flying in galing dito sa Fiend. But they're gonna decide to go short. Oh, really good blind shot galing dito kay Lucky, and that is exactly what they need. That is exactly what the doctor ordered para dito sa Astralis, and babalik pa sa B itong Fiend. Are they gonna fake the sound? Meron na silang live control dito, and mag-isa na lang dito si Zipex sa B site. Not the best look para dito sa Astralis, but they can make a counterplay dito sa mid if gusto nila gumawa ng B-side play dito. And I think alam nila na probably may tao dito sa CT, and Victor is probably looking for that flank. Pero Zipix with a really good one-tap, and magsastart na nga ang push dito ng ibang miyembro ng Astralis dito sa may banana area, and this could be trouble para sa side ng Fiend. They're lacking numbers, they're lacking utility, and ito na nga si Lucky going in with the AWP. Alam niya merong tao dito sa dark, and he's gonna instantly take one down. Red Star using the angle, using the crossfire dito sa CT, pero masyadong mabilis dito si Magisk. Red Star It's a really dangerous clutch para sa kanya. Naspatan na siya dito sa Dark, and Dupree is gonna get the easy kill. And 4-4, Astralis, ayun na nga, they get it back to tie point, and really good news para sa kanila kasi Fiend, medyo broke sila.
Astralis, buti na lang nagigising na sila sa kanilang city. It takes them so much time to actually take the things into phases. But that was really important coming in from Lucky. Denied, although meron lang trade-offs coming in from the side of Fiend. Buti na lang si Sipnix, hihintay niya kagad. Hindi siya masyado nagpaka-aggressive. He's just waiting for that certain angle to at least outman the guys of Fiend. And that's what happened earlier. And gaya nga na sinabi mo, scout lang naman if-force ngayon ni Red Star. And all of them will be stacking most likely instead of split pushes.
Kinda feels bad, not gonna lie, para sa side ng Fiend. That was a really good push initially, sana dito sa ace side, but the way that Astralis adjusted sa kanilang push is actually really good. Kahit mamatay si Zipix dun sa site, as long as he can get information na meron tao dun sa CT, I think that would have been a easy banana take para sa kanila, considering that Fiend did not have any utility left. But now, wala talaga silang utility to work with. I mean, they only have Deagle's Scout Flash para dito kay Red Star, Nade mapunta dito kay Dreamer, and I think Magisk is trying to drag him out dito sa may smoke, pero Bobski looking for that play flash. Iiwasan lang ng mga players. Another flash is about to come in. Nade, Bobski, are you gonna get multiple here? Bomb is dropped dito sa may banana area. Molotov para lang ma-prevent ang push dito, pero medyo stuck si Harn sa loob ng Molly. Down to 36, and I think si Bobski, he's just gonna finish everyone off. Yun, lumipad si Harn, and one tap dito kay Red Star. And Dreamer, last person left alive. Deagle shot dito kay Magisk, and it's not gonna work out. Astralis. Ayan na. The Astralis streak is starting, pero Fiend, meron kayong buy going into this round. If you can stop itong momentum ng Astralis, you should stop it by now. Kasi pag tuloy-tuloy na to, delikado yung Fiend.
Tapos, start slow lang naman yung Astralis pero kailangan nga talaga nilang kunin ito against them. And looks like they're just pretty chill about it. If you make a mistake, babawi tayo on towards the next round. But at this time, malaki na yung loss bonus ng Fiend. So they'll be able to buy out their AKs plus a knob coming in from Harn. It's gonna be a game changer, syempre. If you pin down either Lucky or si Bobski na nagiging anchor right now on either of the sides, then it's gonna be looking pretty. But Magisk!
Oh, how are you here? Oh, yun lang. I think na-reveal siya sa minimap dahil may tao dito sa second mid. So, pretty big damage though, galing sa Astralis. I mean, from Nades, Victor, and Red Star are now down to 62 and 46 HP respectively. Itong si Bubble, nabawasan nga ni Magisk. Pero meron siyang information na merong dalawang player dito sa second mid. So, will the sacrifice be worth it? Bubsy, nasamahan na ni Zipex dito, flash play. Pero Bubble, if you walk into this one, you might be in big trouble. Yun na nga, kita yung arm niya doon, and is just gonna get shot 4 times, and that new M4A1S coming into effect. 4 shots from any distance, patay ka na agad. And 45 seconds na lang. Fiend, yun lang. They lose Dreamer as well, then they lose Apartment's control, pero meron pa naman tao dito sa short. And let's see, Red Star, Victor, Harn, you're gonna have to hit the nuttiest shots of your life kasi si Red Star, pag di niya na one-tap dito si Lucky, this is not the site that they can take, and that's gonna be the peak. The hesitation galing dito sa Fiend. And Victor trying to do something needed. And si Lucky, pag nag-cross talaga to, patay ka talaga dito, Victor. And unless you get a really nutty shot dito kay Dupree, it's not looking likely kasi si Dupree, ipitik ka na lang before you can even throw that Molotov. And 6-4, Astralis, in a span of a timeout dito ng Fiend, nakakuha na sila ng 4.
Nakuha sila ng 4, but then, alam naman natin na this time around, kapag they take it so slow, sa kanilang T-side, tapos hindi sila makakuha ng good control sa may A-short, then I think the Fiend will be struggling a lot because you have Lucky talaga with it up. It's just denying the aggressiveness that these guys from Fiend want to execute. And the Astralis, they just need to have that one-word consistency. Kapag di sila naging consistent into ending it, then maybe Fiend will be able to capitalize on that. Pero as we're seeing here, dig around sa Fiend, then Astralis will be getting a good advantage when it comes to their guns plus yung utilities nila very important eh. Kita-kita mo kompletong-kompleto talaga. They seek really the priority over the guys of Fiend. Pero speaking of, Magis gets 2 and it's pretty big even if he was traded off by Red Star. Alam nila na lahat sila papuntang second mid and Dupree gets bubble. Victor na lang at si Red Star ang nakititira.
Oh, they got an M4 back though, so might be a safe para dito sa Fiends. I mean, they're gonna buy the next round anyways, knowing yung kanilang loss bonus dito is already at max. So 3.4k makukuha ang ng Fiend dito next round. So pretty comfy in terms of buy. So if they go for the retake, then okay, I guess. And if you get this round, then that would be a crazy thing to see. Pero Bobski with a really good graveyard position dito, getting 2 in the end. And I think Astralis, this might just be them catching on fire. But Fiend, now you have the opportunity na bumili dito. Kunin nyo lahat ng utility nyo. Maybe focus a site. Maybe make something happen. Force a flash play galing dito sa Astralis. Maybe even punish yung over-aggression nila dito sa Banana. But Fiend, looking a bit shaky.
Remember, this map was picked by a Fiend and it seems like Astralis finally adjusted to how Fiend plays this one. Ibang kita mo naman din, they want to contest kagad here in Banana, but unfortunately, because of those utilities coming from Fiend, di na nila makakabawas. Magisk, already at 39 HP. Lahat ata sinalo niya.
Yeah, pero grabe naman yung Astralis dito. They read the initial push dito ng Fiend. Tamang nades lang at molly dito sa by B, and yeah, they're gonna rotate back into A, pero itong si Bubble and si Victor being down 70 HP is really a problem, and the amount of nades na meron sila dito sa B site is actually insane. And look at that nade damage, 38 kay Bubble, 26 kay Victor, and Red Star on 57. So unless makuha nila yung instant headshot dito kay Bobski, they might run into a world of trouble. Pero may mga smokes pa naman ng Fiend dito. Flashes as well. Enough for the single take para makuha nila ang round dito. Bobski playing it a bit risky. He's gonna try to finish off yung mga members dito ng Fiend who's very, very low. And yun na nga, they're just waiting for the take. Rotations are gonna start to come in. Dupree, may additional firepower pa dito. Binigyan ng smoke and the molly pa. Ito,
Bibigay na.
Christmas gift para sa'yo, Boss Bobski. Tapon mo na ngayon. Molotov sa harap. And that's what they need. And hindi makapush dito yung Fiend because of that initial nades na ginawa dito ng Astralis. Hindi man lang sila makapush dito and the pressure is on para sa kanila. The smoke is about to fade. And let's see, can they get the side zip with a really good triple crossfire dito sa my CT and the boost dito sa my first box. Bobsy pushing out the smoke, pero Dreamer getting the kill pa rin dito, pero Dupree with a really good 2K spray. And Astralis looking like Astralis once again, the dominate na naman nila ang map na to, maybe? But Fiend, meron pa naman kayong 3, 5, 4K dito. You can still go for a very broken buy, but still, this is good nades galing sa Astralis. Those HE nades sa simula ng round. Plus, makita mo naman, they're taking full advantage ng bagong patch na pwede ka na mag-drop ng nades. And wala eh, Fiend. Hindi kayo makapasok eh.
Tapos, yung utilities lang naman Astralis dito, they're just delaying a Fiend because if it's gonna be Inferno, then you're just gonna be playing the usual utility plays na meron ka just to delay so much on towards the T side, and that's the biggest question that Fiend needs to get out of. How you actually pin down Astralis when first is mainit na sila, and pangalawa, sa mga tinatapon nilang utilities for the delay.
Yeah, and Red Star. Lapit ka na dun, Lucky. But Bobski with the push galing dito sa likod. He's gonna get 2 from that far. That's the advantage of the M4A1S. That spray is so easy to do. Especially sa ganun kalayo. It's just the best weapon for those types of fights. Oh, Dreamer gets dinked. Instant trade though galing dito kay Dupree. Magisk is gonna go down, so wala na silang pit player dito. Instead, they're gonna be focusing dito sa may Moto area. Red Star, alam yata kung nasaan dito si Dupree. And if he gets pre-fired, then that's big trouble. Pero lucky he has the man covered dito sa graveyard. And mukhang 9-4, tuloy-tuloy na yung Astralis dito. I mean, that 1 hour timeout medyo nilamig nga sila nung una, but it only took them a few rounds to get back into this game.
Ang tagal na ang tagal talaga guys ng timeout. But at least that timeout itself became just a reset. But the big question here is, how will Fiend get out of this? Astralis, basang-basa na sila di ba? Sobrang alam na ng Astralis kung anong gagawin ni Fiend dito sa Inferno. And that's why that's why kita-kita mo naman that they want to start this. And Dupree! Maganda na sana, but at least there were some trades coming from his side. Ang ganda talaga. It's all connecting sa side ng Astralis. Init na nila. I think if this is gonna be an 11-4, nako po. Pero T-side kasi yung next ng Astralis, so I'm not confident about them
Astralis T-side is not too bad. I mean, wala si Glaive, but I think naalala naman nila yung mga nades ni Glaive dito, so maybe they can get the side. Parang may glimpse nga dun sa T-side nila yung nangyaring banana take kanina. Yung paano silang mabilisan kumukuha ng control dito. But Harn with a really good boost. Bubsky is down, pero tatlo na lang ang members dito ng Fiend. They cannot lose a single person. And run boost yata ang hinahanap dito, Harn. Running into the CT player, yun lang. Zipex is gonna get two. Good news para dito sa Astralis, and that's gonna be the upshot from Lucky. Buti na lang ready si Boss Zipex dun.
Hindi pa rin. Nix, sayang medyo yung pagtalon bitin Feel ko medyo sayang lang noon. But Dupree right now, he extended himself but gets traded. But we gotta give it talaga to Zipex to deny the possibility ng set ng Fiend here in B. And mukhang nakita mo na, they're struggling so much. But you're on the T side. Pero nga lang, kasi kapag binigyan mo na nga ng momentum yung Astralis on the first half, it's gonna be dangerous na sa second half dahil alam na ng Astralis na paano sila gagalaw. Alam na nila na they'll be, of course, the firepower that these guys have. But as of now, they're gonna be going inside mid. Lucky will be giving right now, syempre, papuntang arc.
That's one.
As Victor maghahabol. And Dupree with the refrags also from Red Star.
Oh, the flash! Oh, the flash. That was perfect. That was perfect galing sa Astralis, and that is what I was looking for the past few rounds. Magisk, that on-point pop flash dito sa may short, and hindi in-expect ng side ng dito ng Fiend. Oh my god, but a little bit of slip-ups galing lang sa Astralis dito sa first half, but after that win, after that 5-4, they just went on a roll. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang kanilang panalo dito, and first half, big advantage from Astralis. And are we gonna see parang yung map 3 ng NIP, no? Like, are we gonna see a big streak galing sa kanila? Tatapusin na lang ba to? Or is Fiend gonna get that return? We'll just have to wait and see. I mean, Astralis T-side, I mean, you do say, Astralis, they kind of play passive, and Lucky is not gonna get to use the up. But I think if Astralis can get their sets going dito sa B, and especially kung on fire naman si Magisk, which he is right now, then pwede na we might have a fast game. We might even have an under game pag nabilisan nga ni Magisk ang pagkalaro niya dito. And I think the important for people para dito sa Astralis pagpasok nila ng T-side is probably gonna be, of course, Magisk, Dupree, and itong si Bubsky. That trio is gonna be the catalyst kung bakit mananalo ang Astralis dito. But I mean, for the side of Fiend, I guess it's gonna be up to Harn and kay Dreamer. Kasi feeling ko itong si Dreamer, he is the person that can make those big plays on that rifle. And nakita naman natin kung gaano kagaling si Harn mag-AWP. And yeah, if they can get things started dito sa pistol round, then they might get the win back. But it is looking grim para sa side ng Fiend.
I mean, it's an 11-4. Pero at the same, mag-say that's what we need to expect coming in from Astralis kapag nasa city sila sa Inferno, diba? But right now, that's gonna be the side where Fiend on the city. I'm really confident that they still have what it takes. Kailangan talaga nila manalo ng pistol round, and maybe it's gonna be a smoother transition from that 11-4 into maybe tying this up against Astralis. But alam mo, iba talaga yung yung form na meron yung Astralis as what we've seen in Nuke. Tapos nakapagpahinga pa sila. Actually, that gave them an advantage, di ba? Napagpahinga sila ng 1 hour sa ating tech break. Tapos ngayon, nakapag-reset naman sila even if that was a 4-0 earlier on dahil on the second round, natalo pa sila ng Fiend, forcing them to actually save. So there are some times talaga that the Fiend capitalizes on the first buys para lang manalo sila ng rounds. But looks like after that, it didn't work against Astralis anymore.
Yeah. And Astralis is the type of team to punish talaga ang weakness ng kalaban over and over again. So they're not letting anything pass through. Galing dito sa side ng Fiend. And Astralis looking like they're ready para dito sa quarterfinals match. And Bobski, resident sleeper ang tropa natin ngayon. And just trying to rest, trying to be in zen. He's trying to say, trying to stay focused and konting play lang with the coach. But he just shows them getting tilted too, man. He would rather sleep than play this game kasi grabe talaga ang mga pushes dito ng Fiend, but they just could not finish the round in the end. But Astralis, let's see what this T side can offer. 2 smokes, a Molotov, flash, and a nade. 8 take, I think. This could be an 8 take. 2 smokes, isa sa mid, Molotov sa pit. Yeah, I think so. I think so yun yung play nila. I don't think Astralis is the type of team to, go for all the way B muna dito sa first. Oh my god, Harn gets gushed, pero he gets gushed for 9 HP lang.
Hindi pa low oras para mapatay siya ng Astralis. Pero looks like they just want to take on second mid. Maybe they will be pushing here in one of them. But looking at the control ng Fiend sa A side, ang ganda nito. Tapos may crossfire pa coming from library. So it's a 4-man stack here in A side. How will Astralis come out of this? Pero maganda yung nila eh. They really bought a lot of utilities because they know how will they be expounding on this. As Magisk also will be coming in from short. And yan na nga, mapapa-force talaga umalis at mag-reposition. Sa kamyaga ng Fiend, but then Victor gets 2. But Bobski still refrags his teammate. 3v3 right now, but Red Star will be able to make up those stops. Oh, too bad he misses. Wala na rin utilities ngayon. It's all the way about the dry picks. But at least Harn was able to take out Magisk. 41 seconds. 2 at the side, one is at the library. Sobrang hirap ng posisyon ngayon ng Astralis kapag nag-out sila. Okay, let's see.
There's a possibility. Not gonna lie, this is a possibility. Kung nag-overextend yung library player dito, this could be a possibility. Pero 24 seconds left on the clock. But do they have a shot dito sa site na to? Tamang peaks lang, but there's still 2 people on the site delaying as much as they can. Pero magpupush na nga dito si Bobski. He's gonna miss all of his shots. And Astralis from a really good start in this round. It's not looking likely, Dupree. 9 seconds left. Pinush na siya dito ni Harn in 11-5. Good start para dito sa side na para sa side ng Fiend. And I almost predicted yung set dito ng Astralis. I don't in-expect ko talaga yung waterfall galing sa kanila. And it almost worked, not gonna lie. Kaso hindi nila in-expect na may dalawang naka-USP dito sa site.
Mukhang umiinit ang ulo ng Astralis pero reset lang naman yan. It's just a pistol round. Di na nila sasabayan kasi nga hindi nila din na plant yung bomba. Gonna be draining para sa side nila. But as they make a move, bubble, pinush na sila kagad ang Fiend. Alam nila eh. Agresibohan na lang nila to eh.
Oh no, yun lang.
Oh no!
Don't tell me you're gonna peek that as well. Oh my god, buti na lang nagre-reload dun si Dupree. But still, that was a really funny thing to see. Dalawang Glock na naka-burst mode and just killing underpass player instantly. And Lucky na lang natitira. Lucky and Nadreen gonna jump into his death. Like a lemming. Pero yun na nga. 11-6. Fiend getting the first 2 rounds dito, but smart play galing sa Astralis. They're gonna save this second round para makabilis sila sa third and may slight advantage sila in terms of weaponry. But Red Star can make things happen with this MP9. I mean, MP9 na malapitan, nahirap i-counter niyan. And Astralis, you have full nades, you have full everything. Can you pull the set to your side?
If he'll be able to do that. Bob's give it at Galil. Madami-daming bala yan. Maybe he can just spam it out through the smoke or later on those wall banks. Para sa side naman ng Fiend, 5 hopeful rounds before they can actually change the tides. Pero ano lang naman, mga pitas-pitas lang, gush-gush lang. But Magisk at 45. And tumama pa kay Lucky together with Dupree. This is a big advantage that we have in Fiend. But, yep,
Ooh.
the timing hits perfect. He will be taken on right now by Bubble. And medyo nasa tight pinch ngayon ng Astralis. How will you commit? Pero meron ka pa namang, ganda pa ng utilities nila eh. That they can set and they can just blind the guys out of Fiend.
Yeah, and Astralis, meron naman silang control ng banana dito. And this could be the best site that they can take considering na naka-MP9 lang dito si Bubble. 30 HP is not that hard to finish off, but this crossfire galing sa side ng Fiend could cause some problems dito sa Astralis and Red Star. Ooh, I'm a really big fan of this. I'm a really big fan of this yung ginawa niya dito. It makes him unpredictable dito sa may side, and that's gonna put fear dito sa Astralis. They're gonna be confused kung nasan ba talaga ang gagaling dito si Red Star, and he's gonna go reveal himself dito sa may shadow area, but the spam is gonna come in. The rest of Astralis is gonna go in, pero Horn with a really good FAMAS play. Sakto yung boost niya dito. And Astralis took too long dito sa banana area, and naka-rotate na nga ang mga players dito ng Fiend, and unfortunate circumstance para sa kanila. And that is it. 7-11, and Fiend is fighting back dito sa city side.
Yan ang sinasabi ko. When you start that dominance after that pistol round, alam mo na yung kahiratnan ng Astralis, and this is gonna be the biggest question. How will Magisk get those entries? Kailangan talaga walang slow dito eh. Kasi yun talaga yung magiging downfall mo if you're deciding too slow sa time ng team mo. Pero looks like Astralis, they need this timeout talaga to finally call how will they be able to set up here in B or either in A. Dahil usually, punish lang sila ng Fiend. They don't let them plant so far. Di pa sa mga after that second half, hindi pa nakakapag-plant dito yung Astralis. Ang hirap din kagad mag-rise up sa economy nila. But the fact that they still risk out of this with just one flash, one molly, one smoke. Tignan natin kung ano bigiging plano ng Astralis against Fiend.
And yeah, Astralis back on those deagles. Not the best buy para sa kanila, but that's all they can do right now. And Zipex trying to go for that rush with that MP9. Nalabanan niya yung SMG dito. And yun na nga, Mac 10 Supremacy nakikita natin. But the nades are gonna start flying in. Galing dito sa Fiend. Red Star in a bit of a pickle. Teka lang. Buti na lang may Molotov ang mga Fiend members dito. And they're gonna rotate back dito sa may A. Knowing na merong isang tao dito sa apartments. And if walang control ang Fiend dito sa apartments, they can go for a full swing dito sa may moto area. Nades are gonna come in. Ooh, almost finishing off itong si Zipex. But they have mid control. All they have to do is get a good set going. Merong isang tao dito sa apartments and his name is gonna be Lucky. If he can get Horn, that's good news para sa kanila. But the rotations are gonna start to come in. Galing dito sa Fiend. The taps are gonna be real para dito kay Dreamer. And yun na nga, one dig finally. Nakasagot na si Magic dito. Pero si Horn on site. Jumping up dito sa my corner. And Red Star is gonna prevent anything from happening. Galing sa Astralis in 8-11. Big damage galing sa Astralis in terms of economy. But they did not get the round. But considering na nakadiga lang sila, they're looking to buy into this next one.
Hindi ko alam, hinupakan Magisk yung chan ng coach nila. Pero kasi wala, sabi ko nga, medyo kulang talaga yung utilities ng Astralis. If only they have one more flash, maybe that might be possible for them to actually get rid of the guy at pit. But it's already happened. Tatlo na lang before actually Fiend can tie the tables against Astralis. But the fact that Lucky right now will be having his op, maybe he can do some damage against Fiend.
And Fiend, backing off lang dito si Harn. No? He went for that aggressive push dito sa second mid, but realizing that he can get exposed dito, could be really bad news if he did stay. Fortunately, he didn't. And yeah, back to Back to Astralis is just
Oh,
slowly trying to
oh
get
no.
control. Oh, bubble. It's a really good crosshair placement. Ayun lang. Meron palang nagpipick na Bobski dito sa half wall and bubble is gonna go down. They're gonna go back and they're gonna play with their advantage. Gusto nilang mag-split yung mga members dito ng Fiend and having only 2 members dito sa site, if they can smoke off itong arches somehow, they're gonna prevent a push from happening. But the smoke dito sa may moto area, meron pang, pwede pang maglaro ng library itong si Harn. So meron pang off threat itong Fiend, pero the flashes are gonna start to come in. Wala pang rotations galing dito sa Fiend, pero Dreamer with a really good hold dito sa Graveyard. Nakakuha siya ng dalawa instantly, but Lucky is gonna get him through the wall. Victor na andito pa rin sa site, maghahanap ng mga picks dito, but Horn with a really good push to smoke. Bobski trying to get Victor, finding is gonna get him, and Bobski coming alive later in this round. Pero Lucky, the young duo para dito sa Astralis, they know what Fiend is trying to do in that smoke, and good prediction galing sa kanila. And 12-8, Astralis coming alive once again. This is a near miss galing dito sa Fiend, and if nakakuha pa ng isa dito si Dreamer sa default, that would have been trouble para sa Astralis, but buti na lang talaga may Lucky. He knows where they're gonna push. He knows what they want to do. And Fiend spending their last time out of the game.
We needed to credit Bobski there. Kung wala si Bobski doon, I think that's gonna be impossible for Astralis once again. And you're gonna be seeing the possibility of both of the score lines that is 11-11. Pero hindi pa rin talaga. Sabi ko nga game changer din to add in that. The game changer din nangyari kay Lucky. Put out the guy sa may graveyard. Kasi talaga yung nakapag-pin down ng dalawang miyembro ng Astralis. And they were able to save the day. And finally, this big lead can change once again the momentum that we have. Once again, Harn with that up. Who's gonna get who? Okay, hindi na, medyo malayo-layo na sa kanya. But Victor right now gets tagged on the other side. And what will be the changes that Astralis wants to execute this time around? Kasi nga, bawal na maging super passive, but at the same time, they can do that. Pero mas maganda kung split kaysa sa magkakasama sila.
I think the best change para dito sa Astralis is if they can make their banana takes more efficient, parang less nades na ginagamit nila. So, meron pa silang leeway para pumasok dito sa mga sites. But, yeah, they have to use nades to get control of the map. And Astralis, they like to use it. I mean, hindi mo naman sila. Wala nang utility dito si Bobski, so he's probably gonna entry for his team. Magisk having not the best game para dito sa Astralis. 7-12, but he's acting as the entry para sa kanyang team. So whether or not he gets anyone is not really a matter as long as his support can get some. Pero Harn revealing his location dito sa may Moto area, and Astralis, that might just be the info that they need para makapasok dito sa B. The op threat is on the other side of the map. Molotov ilalabas dito ng Fiend. Then meron pang isang Molotov na manggagaling dito kay Red Star. Nades are gonna start flying. Dapat meron silang smoke pang diffuse ng Molotov na nasa harap nila. And let's see, flashes, smokes, Molotovs, everything is happening. Bubble trying to push, run and gun with that M for A1S, pero hindi kagana. Bobski bulag na bulag, papasok ng site. Red Star using that smoke once again, pero Red Star, yun lang, you got caught on your own Molotov, or rather Molotov pala dito ng Astralis. So Zipex with that Mac 10 doing it work. Lucky. Oh my god, what a shot! Galing kay Magis, nakuha na dun si Harn. And I think that was just information relayed galing kay Lucky na nakarinig siya ng isa dito sa Banana and Dupree getting that free kill. No free rounds dito sa IEM, sabi ng Astralis, and 13-8. 3 left na lang para sa kanila, and I think the economy para dito sa Fiend is not too good. So we might see Astralis potentially maybe 14 na sila dito.
Yung Molly na yon, alam na nila Natuto na sila that the guys of Fiend are actually positioning themselves behind, if not sa pillar, behind the box at kanino kapatid to? Kanino ate po to? Pero yun, di ba? Alam na nila si Red Star parating nandun, so they really need to get that. And as of now, Astralis finally gaining momentum. This is pretty big because USP's bahay na nga meron ang Fiend right now, and the Dupree goes with the space together with Sip next as he gets down to we only have Harn. And
Easy.
mabilisan. Ilang seconds lang yung game na yan.
I think 148, that's like 6 seconds yung round. Then Fiend tried to push, but did not work. So Astralis in a really good place, and now Fiend medyo forced na sila bumili dito ng mga baril kahit low yung util nila. Tingnan mo, USP lang. And some util para sa kanila, maybe some upgraded pistols. And yeah, match post na naman. I swear to God, if this takes another hour. Gusto ko na guys, gusto ko na mag Age of Empires. I'll be real with you. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, dude, 10 out of 10. Ilang hours na ako sa laro na yun. Let's see. Shoutout kay Jiro. 11 hours na ako and I bought this game like 2 days ago. Mukhang replay na lang ako bukas sa G2. Yeah, Marky, you should get that sleep, man. Kailangan eh. 2 a.m. na and it is a Saturday. So, I don't know what you guys do on Sunday. So, ano. Weekend pa naman.
Para tayong nag-cast ng Game 3 eh, to be honest. Actually, mas malala pa nga eh. Extended pa nga to.
Extended Game 3.
Kahit mas mahaba pa kaya sa match nung sa NIP kahit nag-OT eh. Kaya nga lang, dalawa na lang before Astralis can finally seal this against Fiend. And looks like they want to finish it already. But the economy that they have, they can actually last din eh. Kung matatalo man sila ngayon. But Dreamer, he spots out Magis. Blinded, Victor gets Dupree. And now, behind the box.
What is happening? What is happening dito sa Astralis? They just ran into the site. At least meron silang economy for this next round, but this is not good news para sa kanila. Especially knowing that Fiend, the state of their economy dito is really, really bad. Pop flash, free fire para dito kay Bubsky. If you can clutch this, then it's a welcome thing para makita dito. But attempt na pa ba yung A na to? Reveals his location and free fire lang. Bubsky trying to make some noise and nakikita mo nagsishift na agad ng mga members dito papunta sa side niya. Spray is gonna come in. Dreamer is gonna get the insta headshot. And Astralis have to hold out a bit more sa pang-gun round before they can make it to match point. And that's gonna give Fiend a lot of leeway to work with. Loss bonus plus yung nakuha nila sa panalo na to. Big win para sa kanila. And all they have to do is buy utilities na lang dito sa next round. Walang kahit ni isang nawala sa kanila eh.
And they just need to be consistent. 5 rounds pa lang naman. Pero ito, napa-hello na si Echo. Hello, Astralis. Yes, same sentiment. So, meron tayo. But Astralis, malaki na yung loss bonus nila. So, kompleto pa rin yung magiging utilities nila this time around. But how will they go aggressive? Daming mall. These just to prevent them from having a complete
Where's the pop
control.
Flash? Kailangan ni Magisk mag-pop flash like right now. Right now. Where's the pop flash? Never mind. Bubsky does not even need the flash. He just needs his aim and on that AK-47. And yun na nga, they get B-side for free thanks to Bubsky. Thank you, Mr. Bubsky. 23 and 14 ngayon. Magisk is not popping off pero meron naman nag-pick up ng slack niya dito sa Astralis and Fiend. Outside of their own site and Dupree once again naandito sabay CT. Di pa sila nagpa-plant. Victor, masaspotad niya nga dito. Ooh, but Victor nakuha na si Magisk and Bubsky in return.
Hello?
Wait, this is a possibility para dito sa Fiend pero si Dupree naandito sa likod and Harn is on the other side of the map. He's basically in Zimbabwe and itong Astralis naandito sila sa North America. It's too far. Harn saving the op and Astralis match point. Hard fought match point. It only took like 2 hours to get to that point. But yeah, they get it in the end. Buti na lang. But this could have been way better galing sa Astralis. No? If nanalo sila last round, this would have been, Fiend in match point. Wala silang pera. But yeah, I think they wanted to go for a very risky strat knowing na meron silang lead. And did not work out. But Astralis picked themselves back up dito sa next round natin.
Para sa Astralis for getting this. But then, sobrang draining sa Fiend. 6 pa ang kailangan na lihabo before we're gonna be having an overtime. Pero napakainit na nila. Good job para sa mga youngsters ng Astralis. Buhat na buhat ang mga odds. Biruin mo, hindi na nagtapon eh. We were all
Tagal ng flash si Magisk. I was screaming.
Magisk, hello.
I was literally screaming, where's the pop flash, man? Like, naandun lang siya sa banana. He was chilling. He was on his own. Bubsky is like, okay, pipick ko na lang to since my teammate does not want to flash.
Tagal mo eh.
Tagal
Kanino
mo eh.
girlfriend po? Yung ate girl sa may taas? Kanina po yan? Or kaninong ate po yan? Pero, uy, double up? ng Fiend din.
Double up galing sa Fiend, Red Star, and si Harn. Red Star can off. I've seen him do it before. Uy, yung flick yun lang. Hindi ka ready. Hindi ka ready. Bubble with the nade kill dito kay Bobski, but still, this is a way better scenario para dito sa Astralis. If makatch off guard nila dito si Harn, and that is big. A sight. There's no one here para sa side ng Fiend, but Astralis, they do not know that. Really good flick galing kay Lucky, and I think this just might be over. Zipex looking for that one. Yun lang, nasagasad siya dito sa may boiler area, pero Dupree na naman na andito sa city. And just like I said kanina, Dupree, he's the one that you have to rely on pag nandito na sa T-side. He is the rock para dito sa Astralis. And I think it's just gonna be over. Dreamer gonna run into Dupree. Ay, pinasarap pa ni Dupree ng onte, pero Lucky with that op shot. If he gets killed here, then I don't know at this point.
Okay, medyo
Ay, naka-double up na sila.
Oo, double up nga itong mga tong kulit.
Nag-reverse uno card sila dito.
Okay.
Ayun na nga. Mas ready si Magisk at least. But that's gonna be GG. 2-0 para dito sa Astralis. Took a bit. Took an hour para makabalik sila dito sa game. But they get it in the end, and that is what is important para dito sa Astralis. And unfortunately, para sa lahat ng Tier 2 teams dito sa IEM Fall, you are gonna go into the 5th to 6th placing na decider to get those RMR points. But the rest of the teams are gonna fight, and Astralis is gonna be included doon nga sa semifinals to get more RMR points. So, yeah, I think that's it para dito sa aming dalawa ni Ray. Bago sa lahat, we are focused on Shopee, guys. The Armory is running a 10% voucher code, so supportahan na rin ang Focus Fire Gaming to get more streams going. And if gusto nyo mag-bet dito sa following game natin, just PM the page, and sila na yung bahala sa inyo. Ray, you have any final words?
So guys, make sure to follow us on our social. Syempre kay Sticky Frogcast. Ako naman, Riri. Please make sure to follow us there and catch us live streaming. Sticky talaga consistent and mag-cast, and at the same time stream ng CS. But for the meantime, guys, you can also join us here in Focus Fire Community. So check out our pinned comments sa Facebook and join us for more CS updates. But I think this is the first series pa lang ng araw na ito dahil nga sa napakahabang tech pause. I think that was the longest tech pause that I had so far here in my CS cast. But right now, guys, we'll be saying our bye-byes as you're gonna be catching Kanoy together with Echo, and alam mo naman si Sneaky fan na ng Ends, kaya manonood pa rin yan. But
Of course.
kailangan talaga niya panoorin. Bali mo si Ends talagang manalo, diba? But right now we'll be thinking and we'll be saying our bye-byes. Once again, this is IEM Fall 2021. We are your shortcasters, and join me here, Sticky Frog, and see you for tomorrow's set of games.